Hey, turn on the TV. What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Amazon FireCube TV, the second generation from 2019. The FireCube TV is slated as the most powerful device you can get within the FireTV family. You're going to be able to watch 4K Ultra HD content, and it also supports HDR+. The appeal of the FireCube TV, it's going to allow you to control most of your devices hands-free, so any sound bars, audio receivers, set-top boxes like cable boxes or DVRs, even DVD players, Blu-ray players, and you can also switch to different inputs hands-free. It's almost like a universal remote, but there are some drawbacks, and we'll talk more about that later. The second gen FireCube is running for $119 on Amazon right now. Now, what's in the box, you get an Alexa voice remote, 2 AAA batteries, power adapter, an IR extender cable, an Ethernet adapter, which is going to allow you to plug in a Cat5 cable so you can get some better speeds if you don't have good Wi-Fi signal. So if you do have trouble in your home with Wi-Fi coverage, I'll put a link up above so you can head to a review that I did on a device that's going to allow you to increase your speeds relatively easy. I definitely think you should check it out. Now on the FireCube itself, on the top of it, you have 8 mics and then the physical buttons to lower and raise the volume of Alexa and mute the mics, and also an action button. The FireCube is all encased in a high gloss plastic finish. It is a fingerprint magnet, and it does get very dusty very quickly. And you get one single speaker on the bottom of the device. Now on the back you have a micro USB port, which is going to be used for that Ethernet adapter, also to plug in any kind of external storage, an infrared port, HDMI input. Take note, you do not get an HDMI cable, and of course the power. So here are the full specs. The major difference in hardware from the previous generation is better performance all around with a faster CPU and GPU. The second generation now supports Dolby Vision and HDR10+. In addition to that, many of the commands you ask Alexa have been programmed locally, so instead of reaching out to the Amazon services to calculate a response, it's done right within the cube, so now Alexa can execute your commands even faster. Now the design is exactly like the previous generation. There's no difference whatsoever, and you would never be able to tell the difference by looking at them side by side. Kind of wish they had some other options or colors or designs. In the famous words of MKBHD, matte black everything, I think that would have been pretty cool, because this is definitely a dust and fingerprint magnet. Now on the remote you have a power button, a voice button that you can actually hold it down and then speak commands directly into the remote. You have the directional pad, up, down, left, right. And on the center of that is the enter button. Then you have a back button, a home, settings, reverse, pause, play, fast forward, volume up, volume down, and then mute. So the setup and install was very easy, at least it was for me. I have a pretty basic setup. I just have a few devices. I just have a sound bar, of course a TV, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and a DVD player. So it's really going to depend on how many devices you have, and that's really going to affect your setup process. So once you get everything connected and powered on, it's going to walk you through everything step by step. So you'll need to use an Amazon account. If you don't have one, you'll need to create one, and then obviously connect to your internet either via Wi-Fi or use that Ethernet adapter to use a wired connection. The main things you have to really worry about is setting it in a position where it's not going to be obstructed or blocked by anything. Kind of keep it in the front of your devices and obviously facing where you're going to be sitting while you're watching TV. If you're not familiar with the Fire OS and their UI, it's pretty straightforward and very simple to use. There's really not much to it. You can scroll down and view all types of movies and shows, or even some free content on here. You can access a lot of different things on this home page. You know, Amazon is definitely throwing a lot of their content up at you first, because obviously they want you to try to use their content and their services before you use any other ones. Since this is built on the Android OS, you're going to be able to install a lot of different types of apps and even sideload some APKs. You're gonna have to do that on your own risk, of course, because Amazon won't support it if anything happens. Once you get some streaming services set up, now you can fully control the FireCube just using your voice and tune into your favorite shows. For instance, watch Stranger Things.
Stranger Things from Netflix.
You can even tune in right to your favorite channel. Tune to Cartoon Network.
Tune into Cartoon Network on Hulu.
So you're going to be able to issue a lot of commands just using your voice, and it works fairly well and is responsive. You can launch an app right from your home page. Launch Disney Plus.
Here's Disney Plus.
And there you go. We're right into Disney Plus. Now within the equipment control setting, this is going to allow you to manage and adjust different settings for your equipment and also add new devices. This is the list of different devices that you can set up for the FireCube. So you can switch to different inputs and other devices such as a PlayStation. So all you have to do is say, switch to the PlayStation. And we can go right back to the home page by saying, go home. And there you are, we're right back where we were. If you want to get even more functionality out of your FireCube, I definitely recommend you download the Alexa app on your phone or tablet. It's available on Android and iOS. You're not required to download this app to use a FireCube or any Fire TV devices, but I highly recommend it. It's pretty useful. You can do a lot of different things with it. So one of the things I really like, if you go to this little side menu up here, if I can click on it, and then routines. Some of these are already pre-built, but I custom tailored this a little bit more to my liking. So all I have to do is say, and then it'll turn on the light, it welcomes me home, it waits a few seconds, play some good news, and then of course it'll play some good old Frank Sinatra. And you can add as many things as you like here. You can take things out. What you do is click on this plus sign, and you can go down this list and add, pretty much to your heart's content. You can add a lot of different things to this. If you're into the home automation stuff, this is basically going to be like your playground. I mean, you can do tons of things in here. The more devices you have, obviously the more functionality you're going to be able to have using this Alexa app. The FireCube is an all-in-one device. You're going to get all those features that you do on the Echo devices, and on top of that, you're going to be able to control most of your equipment that you have set up in your room. You're going to have access to tons of content, 4K streaming. I haven't had any major issues with it. I've been fairly happy with it, and I definitely recommend it if you're in the market for a Fire TV device. All right, so here's the bottom line and my personal opinion on the FireCube. It definitely works. It's a cool little device to have. Is it going to replace your remote? Probably not. I still find myself reaching for the remote, doing the volume, obviously going back or using the scrolling through different content, trying to find things. It's still going to be a little bit faster when you use a remote and then just issuing your commands by your voice. But like I said, it's still a nice little thing to have that you don't have to be, looking around for remotes. If you don't have it next to you, you can just do it for you, and 9 out of 10 times it is going to work. Obviously, it'll be a little faster with the remote. Now, if you own any of the Fire TV devices, Amazon has a really good promotion that they'll let you trade it in, and you can actually use that towards a new FireCube. So you can actually get 20% off if you want to trade in one of your older devices towards the new FireCube. Now, if you're interested in that promotion, I'll put that link in the description below so you can check that out. You can also find the link for the FireCube listed below if you're interested in picking it up. If you do happen to pick up the FireCube or any Alexa or Echo device, I definitely recommend picking up one of the smart Wi-Fi plugins. This is actually the one I use in my light that you saw me testing it out and showcasing the things that you can do with some of the skills and they call routines that you can set up with the app. So this is a TP-Link smart Wi-Fi plug. If you're interested in this as well, I'll put that link in the description right below the other ones. I've been using it for quite a while and it works pretty well, and you can pretty much control anything using this plug. So that's gonna wrap up this video, everybody. If you enjoyed it, please give me those thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm gonna watch some TV and enjoy my FireCube. good night.
Sleep like a log.
You too.